Welcome to the part 2 of making a fantasy ball gown to go to a fantasy ball in Scotland. In the first part, we did the whole process of actually making a corset with actually making the patterns on myself, doing the whole base, and we also started the skirt. Hi, my name is Lucy. I am the owner and creator of Twisted Ego, where I design, make, and sell fantasy-inspired fashion. This intro is obviously recorded while editing the video because we decided afterwards to make it a two-part because it is a very long project with a lot of steps. So you will now enjoy the part 2 of this project, and I hope you will like it. I am very stressed because time is moving on and I haven't been able to work on this dress. And as I say, time is moving on, so I'm getting really tight on schedule and I have no freaking idea if I'll be able to do everything that I wanted before the ball actually happens. So, like I said, I am very stressed. To take care of that stress, I have planned, like, I don't know, 1.5 days of full working on this project, and we need to get stuff done. So, this is what we're going to do. So this is where we're at with the skirt. First of all, I am going to open the slit here a little more because with the ruffles going on top of it, it's just going to come like really low on the leg, and that just doesn't give the effect that I really wanted. But we are going to modify this on all the different layers of the skirt. Then, number 2, this has been sitting for the mannequin for a few days now. A few days. And I see here that the opening in the back just is visible now. So we're going to add a zipper to be able to close here. And then something that I should have done before, but I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a problem for future me. And hey, here it's future me, and future me is really pissed off that former me didn't take care of this because it's going to be a real life changer. We're going to add pockets because if I don't have pockets in my dress, where the hell am I going to put my stuff? And I don't want to go around the whole ball without having a bag, and it's going to be on top of my costume, and I don't like the idea. We're going to hide them. We have folds, and I'm going to try to add some pockets and hide them in the folds of the skirt. So this is going to be a process work. Let's take care of that. And I proceeded doing exactly that, opening the slit higher and adding a zipper in the back. Now, to make sure my pockets will do the job they're meant to, I use my huge phone as reference for the size of the pocket. With the skirt already being super big and very heavy, most of the work was made by hand. Oh my god, she's so heavy. So, I did all the alterations I actually wanted, so now it's time to try it on and see how it fits. Kind of excited and scared for that, but let's do this. Ta-da! Yeah, admire the beautiful socks, please. But it looks really super cool. And now, special feature, see if it works. And I have pockets! That's so cool. Okay, let me see if I can actually put like my phone. Hell yeah! Invisible? Well, kinda, yeah, it's still a big phone, but if I had to change something, I think I would have done it in maybe a, I don't know, a different fabric than just like plain cotton, but I wanted something to be sturdy. I still have the hem of the silver fabric to do because I want to put this ruffle thing, but I did already cut the pieces and I ordered a ruffle foot to put on the machine to kind of save some time, and I am still hoping for it to arrive like pretty quickly. If not, I'll do it a little bit later, but I am going to move on to the next piece. But yay! So happy! Now it's finally time to move on to the last clothing piece of this outfit, which is going to be the shrug. I used the base of a pattern of one that I already had in use for other models, but I need to add a color piece, and I'm going to try the mock-up I made with the corset to see if all the cuts are relevant together and if I need to modify anything. So I have my mock-up here that I already made, and we're going to put everything on to see how it looks. I have the corset on, and it's not looking too bad. It's a bit big here, but as it's gonna be on top of a big skirt, I think it's gonna be okay. Now, let's put this on. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so doesn't look too bad. I'm going to put it on. Let's see. Okay, so I think I'll need to modify a few things. First, I think the color here is just a tiny bit far away, like from the neck. I don't want like it have too big of a gap. So I'm just going to pinch the top of it just a little bit so it's just following more the curve of the neck. Then over here, I think like we need to have something that goes a little more up. I'm going to have a nice hook over here or something to attach. This here is too large. Now for the back, that's where I have hesitations. You can still see, you can still see the back of the corset. I think it's nice. Maybe just do a tiny bit shorter. But as this is going to have also the sequin fabric, probably it doesn't need to have a too intricate cut, because it's going to be all ornate and I'm going to have like sleeve and probably like an armor piece or something. So yeah, I'm going to do these few modifications and I think we can go directly into the fabric after. My patterns are ready, and so this is how I'm going to do the shrug. I'm going to use like one lining and one black basic fabric. The black one I'm going to reinforce with this, the thing with the glue, I don't know the name in English. And I'm going to do like a stitch together and then reverse it, and then I'll be putting the silver fabric on it. I'm not going to do the inside out thing directly with the silver fabric because as it has all the sequins on it, the edges will not be clean at all. So I prefer having like a black base, and then I'll be applying this directly onto it and folding the edges, or see if I put a trim or something to finish nicely the edges of the shrug. So this should be kind of quick, so let's do this. The base of the shrug is done, and I'm actually quite happy with the cut. I really like the little collar detail. And now it's time to add some sleeves. I want some big flowy sleeve to give this really like ethereal, whimsical look. So I'm gonna go with some more black veil. I never did that before, but I think I'm gonna try to do like a simple technique. The plan is to do a big rectangle. I'm gonna measure the length that I want from the top of my shoulder here to whatever it needs to be down to the dress, and like roughly shape like the top sleeve pattern, do some gathering up there. And I have like this very large lace trim that I would like to add at the bottom, because if it's like only black veil, it would seem pretty simple compared to the rest of the outfit. I'm gonna try this. Let's see how it looks. While trying it on for the first time, I realized that I could have gone for a more triangular shape to have more fabric at the bottom, but oh well, that will just have to do. Now that the lace is sewed on, I trimmed the veil fabric that was under it to make the lace pop a little bit more. The upper sleeve was finished with a black ribbon that was then hand-sewn into the shrug. With a piece covered with sequins, I'm not risking the needles of my machine more than is necessary. The shrug is done. I am super happy. I think it looks super cool, super badass. And yep, I'm very happy with all the details. I think the lace here is a nice add, and it gives a little weight. The next step is a very important one, because it will be the one that will put all the outfit together if I do a good job. I am not really sure how I want to do this, but we need to decorate this corset. It's going to be the connecting piece between the silver part and the skirt. And for that, I do have some stuff. I have some appliques, which I'm not sure I'm going to use. This one would be definitely too big, but we shall see if we add, I don't know, maybe like one over here. I don't know yet. I also have a lot more of this large lace, this one, that I've put to the end of the sleeves here. So maybe I want some of this to come out from the bottom part of the corset. Not sure yet, still need to be working on this. I have some more appliques and little bits of lace that I got left from older projects. I think this one is really nice. And I've got some more shiny stuff, such as these trims that are like with little like gemstones and stuff like this. And now the point is to take like all these decoration and just like play around with the corset. It should be kind of fun to do and see what I can come up with. Yay! As it is the connecting piece, to get a full view, I put the corset on the mannequin with the skirt. Then it was all a game of placing and pinning stuff. Okay, so listen, I did countless versions of decorating this corset. And as I didn't have any pictures that I wanted to follow, do something similar, I couldn't find really, like I had some inspirations, but nothing's about the lines and where I would like to put the decoration. So I'm going to put like all the images of all the things that I've tried with all the drawings, and I've asked friends. And I think for now, I'm going to show you what is probably going to be the final version. Let's see this. Okay, so this is what it looks like. There won't be anything here in the middle. There's going to be the V cut here, so there will not be any decoration in the middle here. I wanted to keep like the shape of this one, with the silver, and kind of have something that makes the waistline look slimmer, but still have something to do the connection from the bodice to the skirt, because it was weird to just have the corset finishing here, and it was weird with the big lace coming out. This is probably going to be like, this is the version I really prefer. What I'm gonna do now is that I'm going to put on the corset and the skirt, because I really need to check out if the corset the sizing is good, because I really fear that it's too big in the small of the back here, and I want it to be able to be really cinched, comfortable but cinched. I am probably going to have to make some alteration on the base of the corset. I'm not looking forward for that, but we'll see. And I had the idea that maybe all these shiny stuff that the camera has a lot of problem to focus on can be also used, because I will have some more of these, and can be used on a armor piece that I want to do on my right arm. So yeah, let's just take all this off and do a fitting. And the corset is too big. So frustrating. Like from the front is okay. I added a little, like, maybe you can't see, but I have a little transparent thingy here just to keep the breast together and have better support. I think it's better. But in the back, as you can maybe see, like it's really front to front, and I still have a lot of empty space here, and it doesn't give the best effect. In the back and in the front, if I had like tighter around the hips, it would give a better silhouette. So before adding any other decoration on the corset, I will have to make modifications. And for that, I just think I'm going to go onto the sides and just make it smaller here. I really hate that I have to do this. It's gonna, like, I'm gonna lose like many hours doing it, but it will really make a difference. So I guess I just have to do that. Well, we have a good surprise here, because I wanted to touch up the sides of the corset, and for that I just opened the two bias that I have that finishes the edges, and after I could just RIP to my microphone that decided to shut down while I'm explaining. But basically, having all my seam allowances on the outside only covered with the boning channel and finished with the bias tape, I was anxious for nothing. It was super easy to touch it up. I just had to unsew a little bit the bias tape just where my seam is, remove the boning channel, pinch my seam a little bit more, cut it off, put back the boning channel, take off the excess on the bias tape, and put it back at its place. All my layers sewn together really made that possible and super quick. I am so very grateful that I did the corset the way I did first, with all the seam allowances outwards, because I was able to completely touch up the sides of the corset to make it a way better size for me and still have it like totally seamless, like the way it used to look before with all the adjustments. And it didn't take me as much time as it would if I had like an outer layer and a lining inside. So now that it's finally ready to be decorated, I shall start with the black lace. First step with this lace here is done. It was all hand sewn on, but for the rest now I have my reference picture and I'm going to apply some silver trim for that, as it's actually quite fragile. I don't know if hand sewing it's the best, and I have a thread that is silver, but I'm not sure it's going to be really easy. So I'm going to use this trustworthy fabric glue. I actually used it a lot to put some rhinestones and pearls on outfits, and I was able to wash them and it really stayed on. I got this one at a fabric store in France, I think. And it's quite good. So for a matter of time and practicity, I'm going to use this to put the silver trim and probably to put the black lace also, that I may or may not secure with a thread. Let's do this.
Once the little trims were applied, I move on to preparing the appliques for the hips. As they are synthetic, a soldering iron does wonder, but please wear a respirator. These are toxic fumes. I place my rhinestones trim with a simple thread just to secure them in place. Of course, the work is being thoroughly checked by Tundra and his little sniffings.
I have arrived at a step where I'm going to need to do a fitting. I have placed all the decorations on my corset and I think it looks quite classy, but I want to do a checkup to see how everything moves with the kind of big rhinestones on it, because it is a little bit heavy and I want to see if everything works together. But otherwise I am pretty happy and it went quicker than I thought. And as I'm going to change and put everything on, I am going to take the occasion to see what type of armor I want to put, because I want my left arm to be covered with armor, so it really goes with the stuff I kind of do. And for that, I am going to be using some pieces that I have from two other costumes. This one is a full armor I made just to challenge myself and to see if I could do it for a party. And this one is from accessories that I did for a photo shoot for the release collection. They are two different types, both patterns, well, 3 patterns, this one as well, are from Camo Cosplay. They're really easy to use. For a beginner such as me, it was quite understandable. And they are part of the ones that I prefer in shape. So I'm going to see which one actually works better with the look of the dress, see if I can just reuse some patterns that I already have. I also have some for the bracers, but I know that the look would not match, so I need to do new bracers. But yeah, let's see with the whole dress and the shoulder armors. and the full outfit is on. So I was scared because I didn't have really a plan for this outfit, that it was going to be a little bit all over the place. It is a little bit all over the place, but not as much as I thought. So here, what it looks like. Ta-da! I am so happy I opened the slit more because it really gives that leg thing going on while I walk. Like, diddy. So cool. But I think the corset is really nice. I think it goes well with the rest. It is a little bit too much, but this whole fabric is just too much. So if I had to take off the rhinestones, it would look probably a little bit flat or dim compared to the rest. But I am very happy. I can't wait to finish the hem of the skirt when I get my gathering foot. That should arrive this week. But yeah, the rest of the thing is really nice. I love the corset. I went from it was slightly too big to it could be a little bit bigger. Of course, I got a little bit greedy while doing some modification, but still, I think it's okay. I think it looks nice, and it's gonna do the job. I'm not planning on putting some more weight until next month because the ball is next month. Let's try with the armor pieces. I may have an idea of which one works best, but let's see how it looks on camera. Option number one is with a more simple shape, and if I just stuck it here, I think it looks good. I think it looks really good. I'm going to have some rest of armor on the rest of my arm. I don't want to cover the tattooed one because tattoos are cool. And I think this one just adds just a little something. Like it's more regal. Is that the right word? Just more badass also. So yeah, I think this one works really good. Like the shape is simple, but it does really work. And the other one, I have like these two that normally get together, but this one is really to go directly onto the upper arm, so it will be complicated with a sleeve. So let's just try. It's gonna be hard to make this one stay on, but let's see, how can I? Like this, it's hard to see. It's really nice also, but I think it fits less with the style. The overall very queenish style of the dress. This one is more like a, I don't know, fantasy World of Warcraft style. I still wore them with the dress, but I think maybe not this type of like really, yeah, queenish dress. It's like a little bit too aggressive, maybe as a shape. While this one, I think this one really works. So that's the first step. I'll need to decide for the rest of the armor because I have no idea. I never did a full arm. I only had like bracers, and I have no idea what kind of shape I'm gonna do. So the next step was going to be to sew these ones with a nice thread and make sure to stay in place. I'm probably going to add a little bit of glue also. And then let's just move on to the armor. Oh my God, I'm so happy I can actually do this. Yay!
The gods of delivery were gracious to me because I received my gathering foot and proceeded to make the ruffles for the hem.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's with half a brain and a lot of emotion that I can finally announce that we are moving on to the last step of the dress. And it's the one that I really don't want to do. And I think it's going to be horrible, but I'm trying to convince myself that it's going to be way easier than you thought. It's actually doing the hem of the dress. Hence, the little ruffle. I made the ruffle. And we are going to put this all around our hem. So I'm going to pin it on and see how it looks, and it's going to be a game of pinning and trying it on and maybe cutting a little bit and then repinning and retry it on. But yeah, like I said, I'm just convincing myself that it's not it. I wish I'm going to tell myself afterwards, like, oh, that wasn't such a big deal. Wish me luck. Let's do this.
It's with that final last button and a last fit check that it is finally time for the dress reveal.
It's finally done. It's there, it's ready to pack, it's ready to go. As you can see, a little bit of time has passed since I finished the dress, and I could take care of like very urgent other stuff that I need to catch on before finally filming a conclusion for this job. Overall, I'm very happy with how it looks. What was very complicated with this particular dress is that even though I did a lot of very fantasy-inspired stuff, I realized I never actually did a proper like ball gown. And even though I did skirts, I did corsets, this one was quite a challenge because it was using techniques or type of cuts or type of skirts or type of corset that I actually did only once or never did before. So it was definitely a challenge. I learned so much stuff. There's so much stuff I actually really enjoyed making, and I will be adding in more stuff that I'll be making in the future. Like, I see you ruffles, and I see you having like the foot for the ruffles for the machine. So cool. But yeah, overall, what was very complicated for me is that this project was never really clear in my mind. Like, I found a fabric that I like. I found some techniques that I wanted to use or wanted to try. But overall, I never had a clear idea of what I wanted. And even though I like to have like a little bit of space to play around, like what I wanted to do with the corset, with having like a lot of different decorations and trims and just to play around, the general idea was very, very blur in my mind, and it was hard to kind of second guess everything that I was doing, and having this thing that I was always scared that at the end it will look a little bit patchy, or it does look a little bit patchy, like honestly, but I was really scared of not having something that is coherent and cohesive in like one outfit, and it seems like a little bit too much of a design where you just throw different things on it. I still honestly don't think it's the best thing that I could have ever made. But overall, I think it's impressive. It's definitely shiny, it's definitely black and silver, and that is what I wanted. If you want to see how the armor part was made, I am going to make a video specially on this part because it's a whole different process and it was really quite a few steps. Like I said, I did like the hand myself. The other patterns, I will link them in the description so you can find also. They are, I think all of them are from Kamui Cosplay, and I maybe modified them a little bit to suit what I wanted. So definitely check out the armor video if you want to see how this was done. If I could change one thing on this dress, it would be more on the armor parts. I'm not very satisfied with the paint job. That was totally my bad on using a new paint that I've never used before. That is an airbrush paint that has like a specific layer that you have to add, like a primer that you have to use. And if I had the time, I would have remade the paint job like definitely way darker. And I would have used like a silver waxy thing that I really like to use to just highlight the edges and make it like overall way darker. So that's totally my bad on using a paint and a technique that I've never used before. But overall, I really like the cut and I'm so happy I still have the patterns. I'm so happy about the hand. I'm so happy about the glove, which is the one that I did the pattern myself. So yeah, overall I'm very excited to wear it. Now, as you can see, I got my hair done. I got my nails done to match the dress. Like, let me, look how beautiful. So good. I had this done yesterday, and so I'm fully ready to go. Actually, this is the last thing I need to put in my suitcase, and I'm leaving in about 1.5 hours to pick up my friend. We're going to sleep near the airport, and tomorrow morning we are flying to Edinburgh, Scotland for the ball. I will be taking my camera with me for this weekend trip. I'm going to do a little bit of a vlog thing, and if it turns out fine, if it turns out good and entertaining, I'll definitely upload it also for you to see how it actually goes. I will not be taking my camera directly at the ball, but I will be having my phone and try to take the best videos to make it really cool and fun. So stay tuned for maybe this. This is it for me for now. Like, I hope you enjoyed watching this whole process, and I hope it was fun for you. I hope that you maybe learned some stuff. If you have like any questions, please leave a comment and I'll be so happy to answer them. If you want to follow my work, I am way more active on Instagram, and you can see a lot of the things I do, a lot of like behind the scenes and the shootings and all the process and everything over there. So please consider giving a follow on Instagram. And while I'm talking about follow, I am just starting over here, so I would love to have your feedback on how this video went. How could it be better? What I can improve on the whole process, because I really do enjoy showing the process of my work and like all the creative things that is going in the back. So I would absolutely love to know what I can make better so it's more enjoyable to watch. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I really hope I will see you in the next one. Bye.